Hey everybody, happy Monday. Sarah Thrifting for the Nest. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are going to do a what sold over the weekend video today, and you can see what I actually sold on Poshmark and eBay. It was a pretty good weekend this weekend. As I'm growing back my business, I'm growing my numbers. This is kind of where I want to be right now until I can get more items in my store. At the beginning of the weekend, I had I'm in like the 550 range right now. I think obviously I've sold some stuff, so it's a new week and I'm at like 520 listed. So what I sold on eBay, I sold 21 items on eBay over the weekend, and then I sold 13 items on Poshmark. I did do some offers to likers over on the Poshmark app in order to sell through some of the stuff that I sold today, but I'm going to go through both with you. I separated it out. So this is interesting. When I used to do what sold videos, it's back when I had a different inventory system, so I hung everything up on a rack, but now I package everything when I list it in plastic. So I'm not going to undo everything. So I'm going to want your feedback on this. If this is helpful or if it's just me talking and it's not helpful, because I feel like part of I package everything in plastic, I write on it, and I store it in totes that are labeled in my storage area. So it would be a waste if I undid the package because everything's taped and sealed. So it'd be wasteful if I undid the package just to like unfold it and show you, and it would create extra work for me. So you tell me in the comments if you enjoy this kind of a video, even though I can't show you the whole garment. I'll try to do my best to explain, but really what I want to do is tell you how much I paid for it and how much I'm selling it for. So give me your feedback at the end of this video, what you think, if this works or not, and then I will consider doing something different with these videos to show you what is selling. I don't know how to screen share, because I know some sellers do screen shares and they actually show you the item on their screen. I don't know how to do that. I probably should figure that out, but today is not that day. So I'm going to show you first what I sold on Poshmark, on the Poshmark app. And all of these sales were from offers to likers, and I sent them out on everything that had a like on my store last night. So some of these items I've had in my store for a really long time, and I just needed to move them. So some of this stuff you're going to say, oh, I can't believe you only sold that for such and such amount when you could have sold it for such and such amount. I hear you. I hear you on that. But I needed some momentum, and I just need to move some of this stuff because I am not one of those sellers that wants to have 2,000 items in my inventory. I don't. It's not where I'm at. I want to sell through stuff. I don't want to hang on to stuff. I run everything out of my home, and I do not want to have a hoarder's house with my eBay stuff. So that's just how this works. Okay, so I sold, see, lovely plastic packaging, but I will tell you what it is. They are Nike, let me pull it up, sorry, Nike Power Running Capri pants. So they're just like a compression pant. They're patterned. I sold them for $14. I bought them for less than $1 at the bins. Try to figure out how I organize as I go. This is where I really wish I could show you, but I'm not going to. This is a Helmet by Helmet Lang sweater. I bought this at a retail Goodwill store. I got super excited because it's new with tags. I thought for sure I would sell this for lots of money. I sold it for $20. So I paid $9, sold it for $20. These are not the returns that I'm usually going for when I buy stuff at the retail Goodwill, but I've literally had this in my store since April. So I sent it to ThreadUp. It did not sell on ThreadUp. I reclaimed it, reposted it on my store, and finally sent out an offer for 20 bucks, and somebody took it. So it's Helmet by Helmet Lang. It's not the Helmet Lang label, and I know that makes a difference. So it's, but it's new with tags. So whatever, you got to learn. And sometimes it's just the style, right? Like Helmet Lang is a fantastic brand. I would do it again. I would pay $9 again at a retail store for that brand if it's a different style. So this is another item I've had in my store for a long time. It's Lucy. It's a pullover jacket. I sold it. I sent an offer out for $10. So I made like a $5, $4 profit on this jacket. So not super exciting margins right there. But like I said, at some point you just have to cut your losses as a reseller. And I was happy to do it, make a buyer happy, and get that thing out of my closet and to somebody else. Because bottom line, why I do this, like, it's mutually beneficial. It's my job. I make money. But also, I'd like it to be worn by somebody. Sorry, I keep hitting my printer over here. I'd like it to be worn by somebody. So that's ultimately what's happening now. It's moving on to its new home. Okay, I got these jeans. Again, had them since June. They're Textile by Elizabeth and James. Again, Elizabeth and James is a fantastic brand. Pick it up every time. You can see these because they're not plastic wrapped. I don't plastic wrap my coats, sweaters, or my jeans, basically just because of bulk, so I fold them and put them in totes. So you will see full items of those kinds of things. They're just a distressed jean. I got these from a bulk buy from a fellow reseller in June. Again, happy to have those gone and out of here. Sold them. You will want to know what they sold for. I sold those for $20. Okay, this is a Theory dress. Again, it's in plastic. It's super cute. It is the Jalus style or Jalus style dress. It is a shirt dress. It is a linen dress. It is gorgeous. I really paid up for this though. I paid $20 at a retail Goodwill store. I don't regret it. I sold it for $50. So still, like, I was hoping to sell it for $100. I sold it for $50. It's still a good deal. Happy to get it out of my store. I've had it since June or July, because I bought it when we were on a beach trip and I stopped into a Goodwill and it was a trip that they had. It was crazy. They had all of these really high-end brands and at this small little beach town thrift, and I got really excited. I had filled my cart with a bunch of stuff and I had to weed stuff out, and that was one of the things that just ended up coming home with me. So pick these up at a garage sale. They are a Stuart Weitzman perforated slingback, and I sold these for $12. Had them in my store for a while. I paid $2 at a garage sale for them. At some point, you just got to move stuff, and I like Poshmark for that purpose, because I can be aggressive with my pricing. I know exactly how much I'm making because they tell you right up front. And I like to use that offers to likers feature. This is a Lane Bryant tank top. Sold it for $12. It's it's a bread and butter piece. These are good pieces that go pretty quickly. These are Columbia. They're cargo pants. So you can see I write the brand, what they are, the size, and that's how I know where to store them in my storage area. Sold these for $20. So $20 seems to be the number of the day here. These ended up getting relisted on Poshmark because I've had them in my inventory for actually quite a while, both listed on Poshmark and eBay, and ended up pulling them out of both places for a while because they had not sold. I tried to sell them to Plato's Closet. They did not buy them. I listed them again and I sold them for $18. So these were not for offers to likers. I did not send an offer out. They just sent me an offer and I took them. So they're a hiking shoe. I paid $1.50 maybe for them. So still a good profit. I'm not sad about it. This is a J. Crew dress. It is a bridesmaid's dress, really is the style. It's a black silk dress. Sold it for $20. Okay, I love these boots. And I know why they did not sell for as much as I wanted them to sell for. They are rag and bone. They're in great condition. I think I posted about these on my Instagram stories, or maybe my wall. What do you call that even? Like the main posting area. I posted about these because I found them at the bins, super excited about them. I had them listed for $80 for a long time. They're a size 6.5 though. And so I just wasn't getting as much traffic or likers on them as I was hoping for. I sent out an offer for $45 yesterday and I got a taker. I got a lot of likes on them. And I had sent multiple higher offers out and no bites. So happy to take $45 for something. For both boots, I probably paid maybe $2.50, $3 for them. So they're in great condition. I'm glad they're going to a good home and I made money. So it is a win-win for sure. All right, guys. I think that I might have to be done buying Coach purses. I'm just not seeing them pay out like they used to. What's your experience with Coach purses? Tell me. It's cute. It's got a pink lining. It's the typical Coach style. I actually really love the tag on them. But I sold this purse for $18. And if you would have told me 7 years ago that I would be buying and selling authentic Coach from the bins for $18, I don't know. Like, that's surprising. It's surprising to me. I actually flipped a really cute brand new Coach purse from the Coach store. I bought it on a really good sale, and it sat in my closet for a long time, and I finally sold it last week. I made 40 bucks on it, but I was really hoping to make a little bit more. And those just aren't the margins. It's risky for me. Like, I don't like to spend lots of money just to make a little bit of money. Does that make sense? Like, this is why the bins works so well for a frugal person like me, because I can spend $1 and sell things for, you know, 15 to 30, and it's really low risk. I got this at the bins, so whatever. I paid $3 for it, but I used to think Coach would be something that I would pay up for, and it's not. It's not anymore. I even have some Coach boots in my Poshmark closet that are just not moving. So, and they're authentic, they're cute, they're in style, so I thought, but maybe it's just one of those brands that just isn't selling quite as well anymore. Okay, so that is it for my Poshmark. Now we can go through my eBay. So let me just switch screens here a little bit. We'll kind of see how this plays out, because I tried to pull everything in order, but I may not have done a great job at that. So bear with me on this. Okay, this is a We the Free by Free People thermal shirt. I love the thermal shirts with the cute colored cuffs. Oh, this isn't showing me my price because I have a minimized screen, so hang tight. Sorry. It's like my first day back at a new job. I'm learning how to do this with all the stuff that I have. So just bear with me for a second. I just want to make sure I can see pricing. Okay, here we go. Thank you. We the Free People. That's how I put it in my title, because it's We the Free by Free People. So I sold it for $10. Remember, I do charge shipping. So I sold it for $10 plus shipping. This has been in my store for a very long time, like probably almost a year. So very happy to get this out. I'm really trying to not have stuff in my store longer than 90 days. That's about my max, where I'm trying to just clear it out. That's an item too that I had relisted. Like, I had pulled it, rephotographed, put it back up again. So, oh, these are a Poshmark sale. They must have gotten mixed up. Sorry. These are H&M jeans that I think were in my last haul video. I sold them for, sorry, I don't have that screen up anymore. I sold them for $15, I believe. So back to Poshmark. Now we're going back to eBay. These are Nike capri pants, and I sold these. See, this is going to be tricky just because I'm scrolling and I pulled out of order. I sold these for $10. So $10 is a sweet spot price for me. That's just where I'm selling through some things quickly. I'm good with $10 plus shipping all day long. So those are just some basic capri pants. Happy to get those sold to somebody. This is a Susanna Monaco top. Again, tell me if this is like super boring because you're not actually seeing it. It's a Susanna Monaco top. Had this on my store for a while, sold it for $15 plus shipping. I picked these up at a garage sale a couple months ago. Obviously, we're kind of getting out of sandal season. They're Clark's Bendables. They are in excellent condition. I ended up, so it was an estate sale, and I bought like 6 pairs of these for $5 a pair. And I've slowly been selling through them at about the $20 to $30 price point. These ones in particular sold for $25 plus shipping, and they sold internationally, so they paid a good amount for shipping those. This is a Nike Oregon Ducks men's jacket, just one of those pullover quarter zips. It is football season, and Oregon Ducks gear does better than Beavers gear. Sorry, Beavers fans. But I do sell these much better, especially if they're branded with Nike. So anyway, sold this for $18 plus shipping. All right, Banana Republic men's sweaters do super well for me. I sold this very quickly after listing it. In fact, was this in my last video? I'm not sure. I don't remember. But again, I got this at the bins. They bundled this, so I'm not seeing it right off the top, but they average about $15 on this item plus shipping, so I'll take it. Super happy about that. All right, I bought this St. John piece off of Poshmark to sell on eBay. Poshmark does not sell through St. John quite as well. It's not the right platform, in my opinion, for St. John. Obviously, it sells because I bought it, and I bought it for $15 on Poshmark, which is a deal for St. John. If you sell St. John, you know. And I got $35 for it. So not as much as I had listed it. I actually had it listed for $65, I believe, and I took a $35 offer. She started off at $20. We negotiated back and forth. I decided to just sell it because I wanted to sell some stuff this weekend. So I sold this item for $35 plus shipping, and I feel good about that decision. All right, Lou and Grey by Ann Taylor is one of my personal favorite brands. I keep looking at my cell phone screen. I realize I need to look up here, so sorry if I'm annoying you guys by doing that. I'm learning. I'm learning again, you guys. Lou and Grey, one of my personal favorite. I will buy Lou and Grey for myself, especially their cozy, soft stretch pieces. They're my favorite. This is it's a bell sleeve blouse, and I sold this for $10. It doesn't have as good of a resale value on it as I think that it should. Although resellers are selling it for quite a bit of money. I just don't think, because when I try to go and buy for myself, I'm always like, this is like 40, but you have it listed for 40, 25 to 40 bucks. I can never sell my Lou and Grey for that much. Maybe I should just make some offers. But I'm happy to get 10 for it because I had that particular piece listed for a while. This is a Zara Basic blazer. Zara's hit and miss. I will always pick it up because of, sorry, you're going to see my glare through my window. Zara's hit and miss. I'll always pick it up because somebody's going to buy it. It's just a matter of, are they going to buy it for $10 or are they going to buy it for $30? It really just depends on what it is. This is a new with tags blazer. Super cute. And I sold it for $15 plus shipping. So again, I had it listed for a little bit of time. That's okay with me. These Soma pants though, you guys, I sold these for $8. They're new with tags, crushed velvet, plus size. Like I feel like every detail lined right up with those that they should have sold for at least $25. But I had them listed for such a long time. I had so many watchers and nobody would buy them for months. So when I got an offer for $8 plus shipping, I had to take it because they were weighing my store down. So would I buy them again if I found them in the bins tomorrow? Absolutely, because it's just one of those things. Sometimes you sell it for less than you think it's going to, and there's no rhyme or reason for it, but you take the offer and you move on because I got stuff to do. Okay, these are those basics that I keep talking about in my haul videos. Under Armour pants, just the thermal sweatpants. They sell really well. They sell quickly. They don't sell for tons of money, but they always sell. So I sold these babies for $10.05 plus shipping. So those people that really like those round numbers. Because I charged, what did I charge? I charged $4.95 for shipping on those. So they paid an even $15. Fine by me. So this is a Lily Pulitzer sweater, new with tags. I paid up for this. I paid $8 at a Goodwill retail store, and it sold for $25. So, you know, maybe not the Lily Pulitzer style that everybody's looking for. It's not the typical colorful floral pink lily that we're used to seeing that sells for higher, but I'm still happy with that return. Would I buy this again? Probably not. At the bins, yes. At a retail store, no. All right, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I posted about this, and I'm so excited about this sale. Let me pull it up real quick. This was my highest sale of the weekend. Brought my sales total to the highest it's been all month, so it makes me very happy. This is an Eileen Fisher, so many seasoned resellers are already familiar with Eileen. There we go. It is a satin jacket. Let's see if I can get... Hello. Sorry, trying to get back in focus. It's like when I do those close-ups and then pull back. I might just be blurry for a while, guys. Sorry. It's a satin jacket with fur lining. It is in perfect condition. What I love about this Eileen piece is that it got thrown back by another reseller. I don't know why. I thought for sure if Eileen was getting thrown back by another reseller, then it had a flaw in it, but it is flawless, absolutely perfect. So I got it. It's heavy. I probably paid $5 for it. It's still blurry. So annoying. Oh well. Some things never change, you guys. And I say that because I feel like I always used to battle this before in the good old days when I used to do YouTube videos more often. And now I'm distracted. Anyway, I paid up. I paid $5 for this. It sold for $125, you guys, and it is beautiful. And like I got it home, and the comps for this particular jacket were awesome, and I had to put it up, and I took an offer for it. I priced it a little bit higher because I knew I would get an offer, but I was very happy to take a $125 offer plus shipping for an item that I found at the bins. All right, here's another Eileen Fisher piece. Definitely did not sell for as much as that one. In fact, it took me a long time to sell this. Let me pull it up here real quick. Ooh, why is it not showing up? Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Oh, here we go. Sorry. This sold for $11.89. So, it is a wool jacket. I had this listed for a long time. It's another piece that I ended up putting up, taking down, putting back up again. It does have a tiny little flaw in the back. I'm assuming that's why it didn't sell for more. But Eileen's one of those pieces, or one of those brands that I will buy with flaws. I will disclose the flaws, and I will still typically sell it for a good amount of money. This one, not so much, but I bought it at the bins. So still a good deal, and keeping the momentum going in my store. So this is the other part of that bundle. I had mentioned earlier that Banana Republic sweater, men's sweater, and they bundled it with this White House Black Market piece. It's a sweater. It actually had quite a few likes on both Poshmark and eBay, and I ended up selling it for about $16. So $15, $16 by the time all is said and done. I'm just averaging out those two pieces. So both pieces were $32. So it's cute. It's a good career piece. And all this stuff just adds up. Okay, I don't sell kids' clothes. But this is Crew Cuts, which is a J. Crew Kids brand. It's a jacket. I will sell kids' outerwear at the beginning of outerwear season in fall and winter. So it's a down jacket. It has a couple little spots on it, but it was definitely worth picking up. I sold it for $15. It's just one of those quick sales that I like to be able to get. It's like you have to ask yourself a couple different questions when you're shopping. Is this a sure thing? And how much are my profit margins going to be? And if it's a sure thing with low profit margins, I'm still probably going to buy it because I feel like we all need sure things in our store. And then that profit margin question is just based on like, well, is it not a sure thing? But like, does it have the potential to sell and make a decent profit? So I feel like I'm always strategizing in my brain. That's why when people ask me, what do you sell? I had a lady at the bins today. She was like, Sarah, do you sell kids' clothes? And I said, no, because I don't sell kids' clothes. And she's like, what do you buy? Because she's always trying to give me stuff, which is so nice of her. But we just don't have the same eye for stuff. And I just really I appreciate the kindness, of course, and I appreciate her thinking of me. But it's so hard to just say in a nutshell like what I buy, because well, I buy Crew Cuts if it meets this criteria. I buy Ann Taylor Loft sometimes if it meets this criteria. How much weight do I need to get to 25 pounds? You know, there's just all of these factors that are just really hard to just sum up. It's why I can't provide anybody with a BOLO list. So when I'm doing what sold and haul videos, I try to explain my process here on YouTube of why I choose what I choose based on a multiple amount of factors. So all that to say, here's a North Face jacket. There is a flaw on this jacket. There is a small, a small little fray in the shoulder. And I, of course, disclosed that. Sold the jacket for $28 still with a small little fray in the shoulder. So happy to get that sale. Bought it at the bins, probably paid about $2.50 for it. So sold it for $28 plus shipping. We are almost done, you guys. We're doing awesome. I sold a Lululemon sports bra. Sold that for $15 plus shipping. And then here is a Zara Man blazer. It's a sport coat. I sold it for $12. Zara is one of those things that's always a sure thing, but I never quite know how much I'm going to sell it for. So I'm happy to take most best offers as long as they're reasonable. So $12 plus shipping on that one. This is a Chico's. It's like a button-down tank top. Summer's almost over, so happy to move out my summer stuff. Summer's almost over. Summer is over. It is sunny and beautiful. You can see the glare coming through my blinds right now. It is cold though, and I'm pretty sure it's snowing in some places around the country right now. So I'm happy to get rid of any of my, like, obviously summer gear. $10 plus shipping. And this is just a good old Adidas fleece pullover. Super cozy, a good basic piece, and I think it's sold pretty early in the weekend. So I will try to pull my stuff in order next time, guys. I know there's a lot of like dead time while I'm scrolling my screen. I sold this for $13 plus shipping. So this is a good bread and butter basic piece. Happy to sell it. So that's what I sold for this weekend. Very happy with my sales. I feel like things are moving up. Been doing a lot of tweaking and changing things to try to get ready for fourth quarter. Seems to be working. So I'll talk more about that process in a later date. But I'm super excited. I'm just excited to be back in the game. So, and I feel like I'm working on balance in my life right now as a mom and a reseller. I've got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things that I'm working on in my personal life and home life and in my business. And so I would say at one point, about the point that I quit doing YouTube for a while, I was burning the candle at both ends. And I paid for it. I paid for it pretty significantly in my emotional, mental health, and in my physical health. And so that's why I took some time off. Not necessarily from reselling, but from doing more social media, public things, just because something had to go. And this just was the main thing. So now that I am healthy and feeling good and so thankful to God for healing my body and healing my mind and healing my heart, I have devoted myself to making sure that I don't make those same mistakes again. So I do not buy into the hustle mentality, you know, I'll sleep when I'm dead kind of thing. Like I won't do that. That's just not where I'm at all in my head. I always say my goal is to, you know, do these practical things to run my business, but making sure that first things first, right? Like that I have my quiet time with God, that I spend that devotional time with Him. I know not everybody believes what I believe, and that's totally fine. That's neither here nor there, but this is my experience and my story. So like for you, if that means taking time to do the things that you love, for me, like my energy, my storage space, my capacity comes from my time with the Lord, and then being able to pour that out into my business, pour that out into my family, and then replenish again. So that's where I'm at right now. So as I build my business, I won't sacrifice that piece, right? I won't sacrifice. If you follow me on Instagram, you're going to see scripture, worship music, things that I go to, like for my peace, for my joy, for the things that sustain me. And so I just want to encourage you that in the middle of the hustle, that you take time to rest. We were made for rest. We were created for it. And then I think we're rewarded. We're rewarded with some good sales. It's a fine balance, right? Like we got to work, we got to rest, we got to take care of ourselves physically, mentally, all of those things, because we will burn out. Reseller burnout is real. So I wasn't intending on talking about this at the end of my What Sold video, but I feel like somebody needs to hear it. So there it is. Feel free to comment. Let me know. What's your experience with that? How do you unwind? Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find me over there at Thrifting for the Nest, all one word. And like, comment, subscribe if you want to hear more of my content. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome week of great sales. Talk to you soon.